Hello there, and welcome to the Stephen Tries podcast, episode 14. Today I'm joined by Tom Cooney.
Good afternoon, everyone.
David Rees.
Oi, oi!
And Max Smith.
Hello there.
We also have our producer Joe, but he's trying to be anonymous these days from what happened in the Manchester Evening newspaper. Moving on. Today we're talking about fears.
Something actually happened.
No, I'm just making stuff up.
No play.
That's been a mystery to McGrath.
Yeah. It's one of his fears.
Putting libel on his name.
Today we're talking about fears. A lot of people's fears these days are eating crisps and not touching a big cock. That was last week. Let's leave that in the past. How are we all doing? It's another week down a lockdown. I've said down twice. I'm having a breakdown. Dave, how have you been?
Yeah, nice, cushy. All going well up here. All going well. Started doing some more videos. Everything's going all good. Yeah, get a bit like I've said last week, but me and Jenna have got a flat now. So everything's going to plan. It's all going good. It's all going, apart from the virus, obviously.
Just the two of you in the flat.
People may be dying, but I've got a flat.
But
My grandpa's have been ravaged, but apart from
I don't mind it.
Swings and roundabouts. So you've been filming videos?
Yeah, just filming video around the house, obviously. Yeah, that's it. Just little stupid ideas and come up with. You know the drill.
I don't know. I know clever ideas, execute to perfection.
Of course.
Max, speaking of executions, what have you been up to?
Literally the same thing as last week and the week before. And the week before, just sitting in,
Reminders.
having a great time, playing games,
A pure
watching
game.
TV. Yeah, nothing.
You told me your sleeping pattern's gone to shit. What's happened there?
I think because there's no... At this point in time, there's nothing going on. I used to wake up early to go to the gym and stuff. That stopped. As
You still
my
exercise?
insane weight. Yeah, but I don't need to at a certain time now. And also, I don't.
You need to.
Is this the intervention podcast? We fear for your life, Max. I just think, I've been starting to go to bed at like 5 a.m. That's not good for anyone.
Yeah, I did cycle past your house the other week. I was going to say hello. That was about
From a
6 in the
safe
evening.
distance, of course.
And I couldn't get hold of you.
Oh. Yeah. Did you see the queue of people? Maybe some wacky characters stood outside his house.
Flogging business cards.
His open door policy.
This line of bodies in the park. Oh dear God.
Just slaughtering a cow outside his house.
Sack of rotten spuds.
Tom, what have you been doing?
Not much, mate. Just riding around on my bike.
Yeah.
As I said, that was before the podcast. I did a couple of shifts this week at work, so maybe getting back to normal soon. But
yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, same old, mate.
Are you enjoying this lifestyle of not having to do?
I was. It was all right, but eventually it kind of my sleeping pattern started to go a little bit.
Yeah.
Going to bed at 3 a.m. I started binge watching Scrubs. I'm just my productivity's gone right down over the last fortnight, so I'm ready for things to go back to normal. I need some structure in my life. How about you?
We're playing.
I'm sorry. Go.
Just play some football again. That's what I'm missing.
Oh yeah.
Although
Same.
you mentioned this the other day, and yesterday I felt an injury coming on my knee.
No.
I hurt my knee on my bike. I've been exercising and waiting for this for so long, and then football's going to come back. I'm not going to be able to play.
Yeah.
I've pulled my groin. I don't know how.
My finger's still fucked. The size of it still.
Jesus
Christ.
Whereas I am the picture of health.
Did I tell you I don't need to exercise anymore?
I am peak physical fitness, baby, and I am loving it.
What have I
What about
been
you,
up to?
Steve?
I've have I done?
You got a strap on.
That's for a sketch. I'll be cut out. That is for a sketch. That's what I tell the tax people.
Am I going to be getting hit with this one, yeah?
No, you'll be wearing it, mate. I'll be the one getting hit with it.
You just buy things you want and work backwards from it.
God, I've got to put that in a sketch now. What have I done? Oh, me and Zach and Jay, so two guys on YouTube are doing this. I don't know if I can say. Well, they're doing a calendar, and they asked me and Max to be a part of it. The two good-looking ones in the group.
Sexy calendar.
Sexy.
Yeah. So they gave us the months May and November. I thought November, fireworks, Big Bang, love that.
Nice.
And I thought Max might be traumatised from the fireworks going off between his legs, so we'll move past that. Then we're going to go to May, and ultimately we decided to go for sexy bike gang, but on a low budget. So we used Tom's bicycles that he's got. So we took some pictures in the alleyway near us, and we kept our 2 meters. People that walked by kept a few more than 2 meters, to be fair. Max was wearing some sweet denim shorts, as was I.
Yeah.
Max was wearing a thong. I didn't go that far. I just went for the casual strap on
And a crop top.
yeah. But yeah, that's for charity. So we've been told. So raising money for the.
Nice.
Hopefully not kids. But
To be fair, who's going to? Because this is for the coronavirus, isn't it? The calendar. So I assume it's for next year. Because if it's not for next year and it's for this year, then May's almost over, and no one's going to see our sexy pics, and that infuriates me.
True.
We'll see them, mate.
I will make people see them.
There's a few pictures of them up around the area. So have you seen these two men? Not in the way I hoped. Should we get into the topic?
Oh,
yes, please.
Oh, I'm a bit scared.
That's clever.
What am I like? I'm here all week.
Dave, the topic's fear, not queer. So
Shit.
Leave your homophobia at the door. So this week we're talking about fear. I was going to say we all have them, but I was speaking to Tom before the podcast. You say you're not scared of anything.
Not in a kind of like macho way. I don't have any irrational fears that I can think of.
Come on, Ross Kemp.
I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid of death a little bit.
Yeah.
But even that.
What about being
not
shot?
Really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm not in fear of being shot. I don't want to be shot. I'll give you that. But I don't live in fear of it.
Yeah.
Bit true. I suppose. Yeah. What about being mugged?
No, that's me, Dave.
I've never been mugged. Maybe if I did, it would affect me. But
yeah,
I've been robbed a few times.
I suppose,
yeah. Dave, what's your biggest fear?
I think I don't know. Like, I think again, death is quite a big fear I have. Spiders scare the shit out of me. Like, scary things. Like finding moles that I didn't know were there before. That's a big fear.
There's one in the fucking garden, mate.
What's
Who's this character?
The character's kidnapped.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So the threat of mole, is it more what the mole might be?
Exactly.
So ultimately death.
Or
fear of death.
Exactly.
Or
things that lead to death, like car crashes, that scares me. Like, I fear that.
Dave,
aging.
Now,
Dave, as a driver, are you afraid of like running someone over? Is that
every time.
Yeah.
I prefer driving on the motorway just because I'm like, right, if I do kill someone, it's in the car, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So it's not like full on bang.
That's true.
Right. Less of an issue. Well, I hit metal, not necessarily the person. So yeah.
That's true.
That's my.
But like you always say, it's so much fun to drive on the pavement. Why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly, especially around parks. The game we used to play. Can't play it anymore.
Basically, you can't chuck. I'm mad.
Max, what's your biggest fear?
Do you know what? I hate spiders.
Yeah.
Death. Obviously, death's a big one. I've got like stupid irrational fears, like being left in the middle of the ocean. like just
That's mine.
floating about on my own. Yeah,
Yeah, that's my
scary,
fear.
that's
my
horrific.
biggest fear.
How can you? Yeah, fair enough.
The thought of it. I mean, not knowing what's underneath you.
I know, yeah, it's terrifying. Especially like if I see a big stretch of water, like 'cause I live near the quays and stuff, so like you see these big stretches of water, you can't see what's under the surface. Like anything could be there.
Tell you what, there's a lot of pikes in the quays. You know, big fuckers with teeth.
Oh really?
Spikes.
Yeah.
Spikes on
No
their backs.
Is that the one that you pushed me into, Tom?
That's a shallow bit.
That was me.
Yeah, and it was Stephen. Yeah, loads of pikes in there, mate.
Sorry. Didn't mean to give Tom
all your
credit.
The camera.
No, I wasn't. I was next to you making a shit pun.
It was James.
What was doing with your gloves? I don't know. Yeah, being left in the sea. There's things that I feel sick of. Like if I see a courgette, I feel sick. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of it though, but I just sort of go like that.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of mayonnaise, but I really don't like it.
Yeah.
True.
Just weird. Oh, go on.
Do you not go in like the sea or open water then? Would you not go in?
No, I will. But like, I mean, like left in the middle of the like.
Right. Okay.
Sort of
way out
hundreds
there.
of miles from that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were on like a boat, a
and it
yacht
sank.
or something, you know.
and I'm just left.
No, Max, you'd gone way out to the point where you couldn't see land.
How's Max got on a yacht?
I don't know. I don't know.
I've got
he's
connections.
Close to the member of staff. Would you get off the yacht and go in the water, even if the boat was nearby?
No, fuck no.
I'll tell you what, because that's my fear is like being stranded in the sea. I used to go on the, do you know like the pedalo boats you can get on holiday? And you know, if you're feeling bougie, you'd have the one with the slide on the back of it. And I used to get petrified when I'd go off the slide and then land in the water.
And then your dad would leave you there.
If my dad starts pedaling now, he's gone. It's so scary because apparently we only 5% of the sea's been discovered. So God knows what lurks.
But loads of the sea's empty though. So like kind of, you know.
You don't know that though.
It's
not been discovered yet.
Yeah, fair enough. Good point. Well made.
Now imagine being put on a boat in the middle of the sea with a tiger.
Oh,
the life of Pi.
God, yes.
That's what you're posing it, yeah.
The life of Pi, yes. What
would you do, Dave?
Castaway.
Would you jump in the water?
Oh, I don't know. I'd try and befriend it, I think, at first.
You'd go Joe Exotic.
Yeah, but like, right. It's like, well, it's just me and you, mate. It's just me and you. It's like, I'd fish for it so it knows I've given it food source.
If you can give it food, then give it a chance there, mate.
And then hopefully in the end, we'll build like a confidence enough to come near each other. And imagine just being on the boat, seeing a whale going past you, seeing dolphins jumping out of the water and stroking a tiger.
Fucking hell. You
put
a lot of thought into this.
I had a dream, alright?
Some turtles coming out. Imagine a turtle bringing a beer on its back. So,
dehydrated to fuck.
The only thing that would make this... The only thing that would make this better for you, Dave, is running people over into the boat.
Just steering the boat into the dolphins.
What was your first fear? I'll go to Tom.
No, come back to me. I did tell. I don't know. I remember telling a friend in a park that I was afraid of ducks. I wasn't though. It was a lie. I think I just wanted to see Maggie. But
see, Meg?
I don't know.
Trying to impress a girl. You see that seagull? I am petrified.
I've never. I honestly don't remember ever really having a fear. Like, I've never been afraid of the dark, heights. They've made me uncomfortable a little bit when I was younger, possibly, but never to the point where I wouldn't do it.
I've got to say, you scare incredibly easily.
I'm jumpy, I'll give you that. Yeah. I'm very,
before you were stood in the bathroom and I went, hey, which I was being creepy, but...
Well, I was looking in the mirror and then I turned, the door was open and you were just there.
Jesus.
That happens all the time.
That's a nice spot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll walk in the kitchen where you are and I'll go, hi, Tom. Oh, shit.
The best one of that is when we was driving. I don't know if we've said this on the podcast.
Oh, for God's sake.
We're driving back. Remember the Halifax at...
We've been to see Howard from Halifax.
Howard the Halifax man, that's it.
Yeah.
We're driving back and Max fell asleep. And we all counted down from 3. and went, ah! And, oh my God, it's brilliant. Never seen someone shit himself so much.
Oh, it's brilliant. I think Dave was driving. Wasn't Dave looking at you as he did it as well, Max?
And he was filming it on his phone as well.
Like, oh my God.
Max wasn't scared of the screaming. We were veering off.
It's fine.
Yeah, that was great.
Man's in the land of nod, yeah. Fuming about that.
I love scaring
that's
people.
funny.
In second year at university, me and Tom used to, and our other flatmate Sam used to scare Ryan that we lived with so much. I think it was every other day we'd just jump out. Jesus. Often we'd hide in his own wardrobe, jump out in.
Well, one time Ryan tried to get me back. Again, he'd gone to the toilet in the middle of the night, and then I'd obviously gone to the toilet just after, and he'd heard me coming, so he hid in the little door between the hallway and the toilet, just pitch black. And as I opened it, he jumped out, and I was scared and punched him in the face.
Oh God!
Also,
smack. That was great.
You went to the bathroom once, and instead of standing there watching it, I went and got Ryan and went, "Let's scare Tom." So we went into Tom's room, and Ryan hid in the wardrobe, and I was like, "Oh, that's perfect. I'll just check on where he is." So I went and told Tom. So we just locked Ryan in the wardrobe.
Tied a couple of football socks around the door so he couldn't get out.
He was just locked in there.
What the fuck? He's paid $9,000 a year to be traumatized.
These were great times.
It sounds like some sort of North Korean torture camp.
And then eventually, after about half an hour, he broke his way out and he broke the handle off my wardrobe and had to super glue it back on. Yeah. And somehow he doesn't really understand super glue, and I told him that he had to stand there for about an hour while it took.
Dave,
it was a bad evening for him.
Dave, what was your first fear? If I asked that,
Cannibalism.
Really?
I think cannibalism. Like I think.
Afraid of what you might do?
No. My dad told me a joke like this. He said, "Oh, what do clowns eat?" Oh, I forgot the joke actually. It's something to do with a cannibal. There's it like the cannibal, like the circus, like the cannibal. Anyway, I don't know what it is.
Is it the tastes funny joke?
Yeah. Oh, that's it. The two clowns. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's two cannibals are eating a clown, and one of the cannibals says to the other, "Does it stay funny to you?" That's the joke. But my dad told me that, and that scared me. Like, and I was like, cannibals, like eating people. That's real, right? And he was like, yeah, people do that. And I was like, oh, that's insane. But we're safe because they don't do it in England. Well, normal people anyway.
Not that we know.
No.
Not that we know. Could you imagine if you knew someone that ate someone?
I can't imagine.
Do you think you could eat someone if it was a life and death situation? Stranded on a desert island, someone's died of natural causes.
If they weren't like a friend or a relative, maybe.
See, I could only do it if it was a friend or a relative.
Tastes nicer.
What about you, Max?
Oh God, just
feared God.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a good question. I think just
don't panic. It's fine.
Just being asked questions. Just loneliness.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Being bullied at school.
But don't you want to live in an underground cinema on your own?
No, I learned to face my fear.
You embraced it.
I embraced it, and I went, "This is the life for me." Yeah, I think like school was always like at the beginning, school was always an issue for me, just because there's a load of fucking knobheads that went there. School. Mine's not a funny answer. Mine's depressing.
Shall I go for mine?
Go on.
Me. I was afraid of. I was afraid of the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
To be fair, yeah.
So creepy.
Like with his moustache. That alone.
Yeah, and his big nose and really
creepy.
scary.
And his neck.
Yeah.
Weird guy.
What about like films in general? Have any films have you had nightmares about films when you were younger?
No, the film Witches stands out. I don't know if you've seen that, where it's a Roald
Dahl one.
But and the women turn into witches, but
the twits. No.
Oh, the rats. There's a load of rats in it.
Yeah, the rats in it.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That scared me a lot. I've never liked horror films.
No,
Zombies.
Yeah. That scene from The Mummy scared me when they read from the Book of Death or something, and the mummy comes alive. I was only young when that came out. Like 8 or
I used to get scared of Doctor Who, the Weeping Angels. You know the Mummy, is that you?
Yeah.
Don't
Are you
go
my
like that.
mummy?
Are you my mummy? That one.
Yeah.
With the gas
Spooky.
mask. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. No
Never
need for
watched
that.
Doctor Who. I was too busy shagging birds.
Should have said it on the Animals podcast.
Hey.
Now, if we go on to, I say we go early with a Stephen Lies.
Steve.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I say we bring it out early. Not that we're struggling for things here, but last week there was a bit of a horror show, speaking of fears, with Max's. This week, Max...
To be fair, I'm now petrified of 4 foot table.
Are we all ready to go for it?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
Shall I go first?
Please.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Dave.
Yeah.
I was once abandoned on a school trip.
Okay, so.
I was. Me and my family were kicked out of a scare event like Farmageddon when my dad assaulted one of the actors.
Sexually.
Oh, no.
Just learns zombies.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
That goblin, give me a goblin. That's not how your dad speaks. That was the only part of the line. I don't want to do him an injustice.
Oh, Jesus.
We do have fun. We do.
Well, Max.
When I was younger, I urinated over a dead corpse.
What the fuck? Okay, Steve. So,
Yeah.
So where was you on this school trip?
Where was I? I was at the Blue Planet Aquarium.
Oh, nice. Okay. And so, what made you get left behind? Was you not meant to be there?
No, I was supposed to be there. I think we were in year 2, and we went to the Blue Planet Aquarium. And as you know, I'm not very good with sea life or animals. And there's a part where there's stingrays, not X-rays. Wasn't Max's trip to the hospital. There's stingrays, and they're in this big tank, and you can see through. But there's a bit where you could stand up, and everyone was putting their hand in because you couldn't get stung by them. It must have been, I don't know if they'd taken it out or they just don't sting. But I really didn't want to do it, and everyone was like, "So you got to put your hand in, and you can feel them." So it was part of the day, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't do it, and I started crying. So one of the teachers walked me outside so I could get some fresh air. Whilst I was there was a boy who'd thrown up on the coach, who then started throwing up again. So she had to go and get him, and then just left me for at least half an hour. At least half an hour. So I just sat outside crying. Nobody came out.
Oh.
Really? No one?
A 6-year-old boy.
Right. Just left alone.
Just crying outside.
I'm sorry, mate.
No.
Yeah, that is quite sad. Yeah, funny though. But okay, did you when they came back? Were they apologetic? Were they panicking?
From what I remember, she came back with the boy that had thrown up, and she'd said, obviously he was thrown up in the toilets. At least that wasn't you. So she came back, didn't even apologise. It was just like, at least that wasn't you.
It could have been worse.
Mugging off 6-year-old. Yeah.
How dare she?
Yeah, but they didn't make me touch anything for the rest of the day. So
Name and shame her, Stephen. This is the time and place.
I don't have a name for her. It was the assistant, so it's not my actual teacher.
Fair.
I don't remember my year 2 teacher. No. And I'm a year 1. Mrs. Merrigan. I know that was reception. I've gone off topic.
Okay then. So, Mr. Tom, Whereabouts? What was yours again?
It was down south somewhere in Devon. My auntie lives down there, and we were down there in the summer. And we went to this. I can't remember what it was called. It was like Farmageddon is now, where you go to a kind of this area, and they have all these actors. Yeah. You go through, and I remember we were going through this bit where it was like it was a tunnel, and it appeared to be that there was, you were surrounded by this tunnel, and there was no like gaps or anything. It's quite dark, and then one of the actors, there was a hole in the wall, and obviously jumped out right in front of my dad, and he just shit himself and immediately punched out.
Reactions
runs in the family.
Yeah, it does.
I was going to say, yeah.
That's the Coonies. Yeah. So
which is his family name.
We were kind of ejected at this point as a family.
But you got kicked out. You got kicked out.
Well, we obviously the actor. It was a young lad. So we exited at that point. It was we never went back in. Basically, it kind of
just ran out. Ruined it.
Apologise to the lad. Yeah, it was just a bit. I was very young. It was just a bit shit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, so no repercussions else happened there?
No, I think my dad was very apologetic. No charges were pressed. I can't remember exactly how it was resolved, but obviously, it wasn't like it wasn't.
Accident, I suppose, because reaction.
The kid jumped out. What you're supposed to do?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't blame you.
This is the game you play.
You're in this business. You know the risks.
Yeah.
Exactly, Dave.
It's on the flyer. Okay,
the actor playing the part. Great performance.
Yeah.
Very scary.
Exactly.
Went on to be Idris Elba, believe it or not.
It's a compliment if you think about it.
True enough.
I was that scary. Someone punched me. Imagine. I'll take that.
I don't know why he was punching him. That was disappointing.
Accident.
You learned a lot about your father that day.
You did, yeah. We don't speak anymore. Okay.
And after we threw him a surprise party, he texted me now.
Okay, then Max, you urinated on a dead body.
Well, I didn't say on a dead body, over a dead body.
Over a dead body.
That is what saves me from any.
Let's be fucking clear, all right?
Also, there is one thing I'd like to change. I said a dead corpse. Surely they're both. It's just a corpse.
Yeah. It's just a corpse.
Years ago. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Years ago. It was a living person.
That was my issue with this story.
I jumped out at Tom's dad and started weeing on him, and I got punched the heck out. Years ago, I used to go on these big walks. I used to take some water, down in my water on the way. And obviously, when you drink a lot of water, you need to get rid of it all. And so,
like Looney Tunes. I mean,
great factor.
He's thought of everything here.
Oh no!
He's learned from last week.
I best go more believable this week. I know what to do it. Continue, Max.
Sorry. So it was like 12 o'clock at night. So I'm walking down a path in, pitch black. I leave the path.
And it is dark that time.
I leave the path and I go into the bushes and I just let loose. Big bottles of water that I'm just spraying everywhere. And as I'm weeing, the moon comes out. And I realise I'm in some sort of family grave plot. Like there's a gravestone right next to me, and I'm just weeing like right next to these graves and stuff.
Oh, right.
And
so they were 6 feet under.
Yeah, but technically it was still over them.
So, I bet you felt bad.
Oh, I felt awful.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
So, Max.
Hello.
So, did you know that it was a graveyard at the time, or just like?
Not as I was letting loose.
So,
no.
Could you stop yourself? Did you stop like,
No.
oh crap, I've got to just
Not
carried
at
on?
all. I
You
mean,
want to stop?
It's halfway there.
it made it better for me. As I saw the gravestone, I sort of waddled in front. I sort of waddled away from
It's
it.
true.
You weren't weeing, were you?
No.
This is based on a true story.
Yeah, so I got away from it but it was mainly over by the time that I saw the gravestone.
Right. Okay then. I think I'm ready to make my verdict.
Go on, Dave.
So by elimination, I'm going to say Max is false.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, Tom, you was very close for V thinking it was true, but Steve went into such detail that I think Steve is telling the truth.
I told you he'd pick you. Yeah. I would have picked you.
I wouldn't have because it's a lie.
Ah, shit! Damn it!
Do you want to guess between Tom and Max?
Oh, I don't know now. Oh, that's phone thing. Oh, I can Tom now. Tom's close second.
False.
Ah, shit! Max, you bastard!
Yes, I have desecrated the corpse, the gravesite of a poor family. In all fairness, I didn't.
That's disgusting, Max.
Not until the moon came out, and when
My only thought process was, I was like, he wouldn't admit that. There's loads of people watching this who admit that. No way, that's mad.
Shameless.
That's mad. Yeah.
I mean, look, it was purely by accident. It wasn't a planned thing. I didn't walk all this way and go, this is the perfect spot.
I think I'm here.
It was the
This
perfect
gets the most
crime until
flowers.
But
so, Max, was that a scary moment for you, or was it just?
yeah, it was pitch black. I'm in the middle of bushes, for fuck's sake. Why would there be a grave plot in the middle of bushes? Somebody's not taking care of that gravesite.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't mean you piss on it.
That'll learn them.
I've let my hair grow out. Doesn't mean.
I was cleaning it.
Although feel free to.
I mean, just to clarify, I was weeing, then the moon came out, and then I saw the gravestone.
Turn to the
halfway
judge,
through
mate.
Okay, well.
So the moon would have scared me more. Like if a full moon, I'm thinking werewolves.
So you're in the middle of a gravesite that you didn't know was there, but your first thought is, oh no, a full moon.
Whoa,
No.
you know what that means?
Werewolves.
Crap.
Werewolves love the smell of piss.
And graveyards.
What's some of the scariest moments you've experienced in your lifetime? I'll start with Max Smith.
Okay, I was living with my grandmother for a bit, and she went to the tip, and she came back and went, Max, I've got a present for you outside. So I'm thinking, yes, lads, man's got a. And I go out there. It's a bike. She's bought me a bike. So I ride it around for a bit, and yeah, it's all good. It's great. Everyone's having a good time. She lives on the top of a hill, which is it's like the road down the hill is like a main road, a busy road, and it ends at a roundabout at the bottom. So I'm going right. I'm going to ride my bike down the hill, and just see how fast it would take me. I get on it. I ride down the hill, and as about halfway down, I realise something awful, which is the brakes don't work. So I'm heading towards one of the busiest roundabouts. And then the full moon comes out, I'm weeing myself. And my first thought is, fuck, werewolves. I'm heading at this roundabout full pelt. So I have to, you know me, I've got to mount the curb. I end up screaming at people to get out of my way because there's like this old man.
They just thought you were rude.
And
I'm going so fast. I end up hitting a wall, going over my handlebars, and I fall into a lavender bush, one of which goes straight up my nose, down my throat. Like the whole that whole thing. I still have some, like, I still have flashbacks to it. Like when I'm sleeping, like, oh fuck, you know, I could have died. You know,
that would have tickled that. Like,
and the thing is, you'd seen a certain psychic called Zoe Dieck a few weeks before he told you this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She, but yeah, no, that's the thing that stuck with me. Like the most.
Yeah, losing control of a bike.
Yeah,
that's mad.
Hurtling towards death. I don't think
Same. I fractured both my wrists when I did it.
I got a new bike and I rode it down the hill. First thing I did. The brakes were too tight. I think I'd had it about a minute.
Yeah.
Put them on. I went right over them. I was about 3 feet off the ground, upside down, and landed. Yeah, I've still got scars from it.
Dave, have you had a bike accident?
I have, funny enough. I have. I rode into a lamppost. No word of a lie. Yeah.
On the pavement again.
I was one of those kids that I used to sing about, like, just like every time I'd get my mum to tell me to do something, I'd sing and do it as I'm like going, I'm going to the shops today. Yeah. I was 10 years old, doing this thing. Right into the shop, and I was in such a good mood. Weather was pounding. Got some chocolate. I'm in a good mood. You know them like little sour balls. I got them in the bag. I'm driving home, singing away. I'm gonna eat some sour balls. And bang, knocked myself right out. This woman come out. Are you all right? Blood everywhere. I'm like, ah!
I'm in a lot of pain. I'm up to 3, 4.
I got hit by a lamppost. But you know when you cry and you're like, like that sort of crying. Luckily, this woman, I was in a gate, like, not a gated area, but like a community, and like this woman came out, bless her. She knew where I lived, so she helped us. But yeah,
the singing
Oh no!
she was like, oh no! It was musical season down there. It was great.
Did you hit your head on the lamppost?
I did.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, like proper. Like I was probably like proper. Where I was going into it, probably let my head out. It's like sort of thing.
What happened to the sour balls?
I still had them. Don't you worry about that. I was like, my sour balls. Save them. Yeah,
in terms of my scariest moments, I wrote down a little list. I'm going to start with the last one I put, which is going to a new barber or hairdressers. Oh, yeah. The ladies listening. Yeah. One time I went to one that my dad recommended to me. I don't know what I'd done to piss him off, it seems. But it was in St. Helens. There's the red flag. So I turned up and I went, yeah, can I just get whatever number it was on the sides? And he went, yeah, sure. But in a more Turkish accent. And straight away, he went for the shearing a sheep technique of just going like that with the razors. I was just sat there going, oh no.
You can tell how bad it's going to be with the first swipe of the ring. It's like, oh God, I've made a mistake.
Yeah. So that was just the worst haircut I ever had. Yeah. The panic of knowing I can't get out of this really because I'm too polite to go. What are you doing?
Yeah. There's no way out of that situation.
No.
Because he's not got the ability to fix it, even if you asked.
Yeah, that's the shame.
Yeah. Is that where your big collection of wigs started?
Yeah, I'd say so. I
had a pretty bad haircut.
Yeah.
On a video.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking brutal.
The ice gem haircut.
Fucking hell.
That was tremendous.
I'm quite fortunate in the sense I don't care what I look like. So when someone does my hair, they go, "Oh, I've messed up here. Is that all right?" I'm like, don't worry about it, mate.
I don't know, Dave. You've got the kind of head though that you could probably look decent with, like, bald or with a shaved head.
Yeah.
I think you could pull it off.
Cheers. Cheers.
Whereas I definitely can't.
Big slap head I've got though.
No, you don't, Dave.
I'll stop fake guy.
I think another one I had was a ride at there's a theme park called Camelot. We went there on a school trip, and I was on this ride where you went upside down and it held you there. But it's a bit where I felt myself slip in the seat. like the tiniest bit when I was upside down. And for the rest of the ride, I was just like, oh God.
Was that
clinging on for dear
Excalibur?
life. Yeah, that was it.
Yes, I was on Excalibur, and I felt myself slipping through the seat. And I honestly felt like if I'd gone into kind of like pencil mode, I could have just fallen straight out.
Yeah. And that's how you ride most rides, isn't it?
Well, I felt like it was my own grip in the thing that was keeping me in the ride.
I was biting the
fucking horrendous.
Yeah, that was awful. But hey, we live.
I think the biggest thing that scared me was my mind, if that makes sense, right? Like
it scares us all.
So,
whenever you start talking, Dave, there's always kind of this.
What's he gonna say now? Like when I was on my phone in the front room once, and I was just, like, you know, when you turn your phone off and you get to go black screen, you can see your reflection. I thought I saw someone standing over me in the reflection, and you know when you turn it on. And you're too scared to even look behind you just in case St. Kid's there, shivering. I had to FaceTime someone, but aiming the camera down and then slowly lift it up. But yeah, turns out I was fine. No one was there. Just my imagination.
Yeah.
So just on roller coasters and stuff, like, it's a pretty grim story. But with the fear of dying, it's not dying as such, it's dying in certain ways. Like you might have irrational fears of being buried alive or whatever. Max, you told me an awful story about a roller coaster in Portsmouth that made me a bit scared of rides.
The thing is, like, ever since basically is this the one where it's right next to the sea?
Yeah.
And the ride went around and came off the tracks into the sea. So everyone was trapped in the seats, couldn't get out, and drowned to death. Well, just drowned.
What year was this?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if it's true. I thought it was, but now I've grown older and wiser. I'm going to look it up quick. 1 second.
Yeah.
Talk amongst
I don't
yourselves.
think it's true.
You heard about that one where it goes really fast and one of the seats fell off, like one of them spinny ones, and it fell off and the bloke went flying out. I've heard one about that.
Oh yeah, I've seen
one where you're on
that.
kind of like string, if you like, and you're just going round this.
Yeah, that's
one
it.
Of them flew off.
Flew out.
I've heard that at theme parks in the UK where that's gone wrong, and but I think the woman survived on the occasion. I was reading about. Obviously, there was the awful thing with the Smiler.
Oh, the leg.
Oh,
yeah.
That's scary. That puts you off a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Any luck?
No, I don't think it's true, mate. I think that was just like a playground sort of rumor that I've just believed all these years.
You're a fool.
No, it's nice. No,
never.
Stories can be fun.
One fear I have that I think we can all relate to as performers is the fear of, dying on stage or messing up on stage in public. Oh. That is I don't know what, Dave, what are you like with nerves? Are you okay?
When it comes to doing stand-up, I'll tell, as soon as I get one laugh, that's it. That sorts me out. Even if the rest of it, I'm crap. One laugh keeps me going. But that is if my opening joke don't work and it don't laugh, that's it. It throws me straight away. Throws me off my game. Yeah. But terrible like that. What about you?
Thanks. Me, I was awful with nerves. I used to go in the toilets before every gig and just go over my jokes over and over again. And people thought Sorry, go on.
Sorry. Would you almost feel sick?
Oh yeah, I'd feel sick knowing I'd have a gig like 2 days in the future or whatever.
Used to get very depressed in and around
me
gigs.
Yeah, just because even if it went well, I'd just be like, "Oh, now I miss the laughter." It was frustrating in that sense that I didn't enjoy it. But just spent so much time in the toilets. People thought I was being rock and roll and snorting coke. I was rehearsing lines, not snorting them. So I was bad with that. Max, when you did the Comedy Store one for King Gong, were you nervous?
Not really. Like I think I did that just because like that was just because I never wrote anything, did I? So I just sort of used to
Is that
get
the
up
one
and
where someone threw 20p at you?
Yeah. To
Yeah,
which
I wasn't there for
I
that
think I came second because the winner gets 50 quid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 20p. So you know,
So it was a paid
the
gig,
rules,
technically.
the rules of mathematics. I came second. I think with that one, like because all the other ones I did was in front of friends and stuff. So I think I
Yeah.
felt like I knew what I could say and get away with. But
Yeah.
if you're just somebody that nobody knows and you just, do you know what I mean?
How
a
long
bit
did
of
you
a-
last for?
Probably like 20 seconds.
Really?
What about
it
on the
was-
stage? Oh, sorry.
Hey,
What did you open with?
Second.
What was the first thing you said?
I don't remember. Like I don't know. This wasn't like a big pivotal moment for me, to be honest with you. Just a night that I got made 20p and went home having a great time.
You got 1p a second.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
that's not bad at all.
No.
Good money.
I say we go for a little bit of Tom Looney.
Yeah,
Give us some
Oh,
wacky
yes.
facts.
sure.
Just seeing Tom yawn there made me thinking.
For this week,
In my
I've just gone for
20p
some,
story, not make you laugh. Fuming.
No.
Yeah, so I've just found some ridiculous fears.
Okay.
First off, we'll have a little guessing game.
Oh.
I'll give you some options of what the fear can be. You've got to guess which one it is. Okay, so Phobophobia. Is that fear of paper, fear of the Pope, or fear of being photographed?
I thought it was fear of your dad.
Yeah, that's what I would have gone for.
My
Yeah.
I'd,
He punches people, Tom.
Yeah. He's a violent man.
I'd go for the being photographed because of paparazzi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Phobophobia is fear of the Pope.
Oh wow!
Oh, no way. No way.
Yep.
That's insane.
Okay, so Irrational
Oh God.
is that the fear of finding a spider in your butter, the fear of getting peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth,
I love that.
or the fear of getting butter on your hands and consequently losing your wedding and or engagement ring?
I'm going to go with spider because it's got the word arachna in it.
I'm gonna go with C.
I'm gonna say-
because I'm confused.
I'm going to say peanut butter.
Yeah.
So we got A, B, C there.
Matt, you are
Yeah.
correct. It's the fear of getting
Shit.
peanut butter stuck to the roof of your mouth.
Wow.
No
yeah.
way.
And these are all like from the American, like they're recognised by that I don't know, American Medical Journal, something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Phobophobia. Is that the fear of bald people, the fear of albino people, or fear of naked people?
Palad. I'm trying to use it logically, but I've got no idea.
Mm.
I'll go albinos.
Yeah, I was thinking albino because
Yeah.
pole, like North Pole, white snow, white people.
But I'm going to go with nude. Nude.
It's the fear of bald people.
Ah,
Not got one right yet. Well, Matt says,
Devoed.
Okay, couple more. Phronomophobia. Is that the fear of sexual stimulation, the fear of thinking, or the fear of keeping a secret? Phronomophobia.
Fear of keeping a secret because I forgot the others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
called
sounds
again?
right.
It's fear of thinking. How can you be afraid of thinking?
Maybe you've just got terrible thoughts,
Yeah.
cursed by them. Should we have one last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherophobia. Is that the fear of kites, fear of the truth, or fear of being happy?
Fear
Sharing
of being
kites.
happy.
Right,
I'm going to
again,
say
Matt.
kites.
Yeah, and I've just got a couple more random ones here. Phobophobia is the fear of having a phobia. Galeophobia is the fear of laughter, so the sound of other people.
They might be, actually no, they might be watching this.
Calignophobia is the fear of beautiful women. So when you're around someone that you find pretty, people with this phobia are known to have chest pain, get numbness, and even pass out.
That might be me.
Yeah. And ablutophobia, fear of washing. There you go.
Why did you point?
Matt is in there somewhere. You're right.
Bluto. Is that? What's that from?
Bluto.
Pluto.
Isn't
Is
that
that
in the
a
office where he's like, yeah, maybe that's
Bluto. That's Ah.
The Toad or something? I don't know.
Oh, it's
That was Tom Looney.
Tom Looney. It's Tom Looney.
the bad guy from Popeye.
Now it's time for IMAX.
Hey!
Woo! Oh yeah! Woo! Woo!
I said IMAX, not Tom Looney. Come on.
You just listened to that last Tom Looney. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to another rip-roaring episode of IMAX. Woo!
Hey!
We've already clapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
He's trying to buy time already.
we all know the state of the world that we're living in, and just want to say it's to Boris Johnson. Cinemas still aren't open. How am I meant to get an influx of hot new movies to review? So obviously I'm living with my girlfriend at the moment, and we were talking about our favourite movie, Scream.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me of when me and Dave actually went to the Scream premiere in 1996.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah,
And,
of course.
1996, eh?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I remember because we had a phone call at the time with your mother, and this is the conversation we had.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Yo, turn the fuck up, Big D. It's a hot summer night in 1996 Hollywood, and we just got back from the Scream premiere.
Oh my god!
Yeah, bruv, mad respect to Wes Craven, the hit director of Scream, and other films like Nightmare on Elm Street, and Nightmare on Elm Street 2, for giving me the hookup.
Thank you.
Yeah, mad wicked. Man got bare thrills and chills watching that hot new movie. Damn, son, you got proper freaked out, bruv. Laughed my fucking ass off.
You gotta stop laughing.
Bro, I was proper lolling down the aisles when you got all bouncy in your seat, bruv.
Alright, fuck off then.
Wowzers, I set you up with some hot seats, and you're giving me bare lip, fella.
I'm gonna have to ring my mum.
Sure, call your fam, see if I care.
Hello.
Alright.
Yo, Big Mama D.
Who is this?
Who is this? Come on, lad, you must be joshing with me.
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
Damn, you know me, Gov, don't deny. I'm fuming.
I'm shaking in my boots.
You dissed the wrong bruv. Bye. I'm proper devoed, lad. I'm gonna get proper rowdy.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to ring my mum.
What? No!
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish, understand?
Don't even try it. I know people.
His name wouldn't be Steve, would it?
Fuming, lad. You know Steven's name, but you don't know Big Papa Smith.
Yeah.
Well, hang up the phone and watch one of Stephen Try's podcasts. Check out this little segment called IMAX. You'll be floored by its great research and critical analysis of the freshest, newest, most hit movies.
Really?
For real. IMAX has been called timeless and will probably be entertaining generations of fans for decades to come. Anyway, what's your name?
Hey, I'm Whoopi Goldberg.
Ha! Whoopee!
Is it over?
It is.
But
Finally.
Worst one yet? Oh my god.
I thought it was
There must be
good.
loads of films, Max, that you've not seen, you know?
That's Scream, the hit movie Scream.
It's Dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just IMAX for you, innit? You know, just.
It always.
It's a good job we did the round of applause first. Nah, fuck it, you know, a lot of work went into that.
Effort.
Right. I'll try and keep him on side.
Max, I know we often do this and we say get out, but seriously, get the fuck out. Go on.
Yeah, it was. Too bad.
All right.
That.
Don't
Unforgivable.
see your face. Wasting our time with that.
Yeah.
You know, I expect it from Tom, but.
Not you, Smith.
No, I need you every week.
Sorry about that, guys. I was just livid.
My segment's informative.
Now it's time for something we used to do, which was the phone in. You know, we'd get calls, we'd cure lives. It was great.
Yeah, I miss it.
It was a good laugh.
transform people. People said it was like a modern day Jim will fix it. So now it's time for the phone in. I believe we have our first caller here. It's Guy Dance. Guy, are you there?
Oh.
Hello.
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 Hi, Guy.
This is Guy Dance. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Where are you from?
Hi. Yeah, I'm from Rotherham.
Right.
Man's from Rotherham, you see.
Guy, what's your fear?
My fear? Oh, that's such a good question, man. You know what? A few weeks
Reason
ago.
you're calling up, surely.
You know me, I love a bit of a natter. So a few weeks ago, before the quarantine and the lockdown virus, I went to see a fortune teller, man. Well, woman, I guess. And she said to me, "Hey, man, you're gonna die. I'm proper devoed, lad. I don't want to die. I want to live. I've got a lot to live for.
What have you got to live for, Guy?
I've got a wife and kids.
Really?
Yeah. Her
What are
name's
the
Shelley.
names?
Shelley.
What are your kids called?
Should have gone.
Jelly Junior and Guy Junior.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Junior and Guy.
Just
What do
with
you do for a living, Guy?
twins. Sorry?
What do you do for a living, Guy?
Oh, I work down in the sewers, man. I clean up all the shit. You know, but I'm really worried because obviously I've just bought a new car. I've bought a
What
family
car is it,
car.
Guy?
It's a Ford Mondeo. It's a little Ford Mondeo.
It's
I've
a
got
family car, is it?
My
It's a
family's-
saloon, I believe.
My family's pretty small, man. So I can stick my wife in the front with me and my kids in the boot. And
You and the kids.
yeah, I'll
Five
stick
seats. Yeah.
I don't care how many seats there are. I've got things to put in the back of the car. I'm also do antique stealing, but I'm really worried because I bought this new car and this fortune teller said I was going to die in a car crash.
Did they mean this interview or?
I'm pretty sure it's just every one of these segments, man.
All right. Well, I don't know how to help you there, Guy.
Guy,
Neither.
Was it Zoe Diak by any chance that you saw?
Hell yeah! How do you know her, man?
She's been on the show a couple of times.
Oh wow, man.
She gets about. Guy, I'd say you're probably best off moving house, selling the car, and never seeing Zoe again because she will go out of her way to cut your brakes.
Yeah.
It's
What?
a shame that we have this knowledge and yet we haven't contacted the police, but we will do. Believe us, Guy.
She's a character, all right.
It's a shame she didn't cut the fucking brakes before this conversation, man.
A lot less painful.
There are many ways to die, and I think I would have preferred going through the fucking wheel tube, man.
But who's cleaned the sewers, Guy? Yeah, that's the question.
That's so true,
Real
man.
antiques on the side.
I'm probably gonna stick down there and stay down there forever, man.
Yeah.
Really interesting character.
Thank you, man. I've got a bit of a backstory. Anyway, you know what? Thank you so much for your advice, man. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, bye.
No,
bye, Guy.
see you later.
Well done.
See you later,
Interesting
Guy.
character there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we helped, but we've warned him. Yeah.
And is that are we done with the
No,
phone?
next up we have a female called Sue Port. Sue, are you there? Sue?
Hi. Hello. Hi. This is support.
Hello, Sue. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm really, really happy. Really worried though. I've got a lot of fears.
What's your fear, Sue?
My fear is becoming homeless. I'm a self-employed woman, and I'm just really scared, and I need some money. I need some financial advice.
Sue, what do you do for a living?
I sell potatoes out of the back of a van.
Okay. And is that not a profitable business?
Well, I did have this big thing set up with Reading and Leeds Festival, but apparently loads of people have died and buggered up my fucking chances. Are you fucking kidding me? Man's trying to make a profit on these £5,000 worth of potatoes, and he can't because some selfish people have got ill.
Is man trying to do that? Is he? You're looking for a handout. Have you thought about maybe speaking to the government?
I've
someone from
spoken to
there
the
that could
government,
help?
and they want nothing to do with me because apparently I've committed too many crimes, and I'm not allowed to get any financial help. You hit one man over the head with a sack full of potatoes and murder him, and apparently you're an enemy of the state.
You'd think the government knowing this would maybe get you locked up. But,
completely not interested at all, are they?
Luckily, I call them on an encrypted phone. I've locked myself up in my basement. I've locked myself up in an undisclosed location.
The local police have branded me a criminal and want nothing to do with me.
They usually say stay away from criminals, and it's nice to see them taking their own advice.
That's clever.
It is good.
So Sue,
Yes.
we know another person that sells potatoes.
Yeah.
They have a business called A Basement Full of Spuds. Are they running you out of business?
It's a taste of.
Could you say the name of the?
Moved on to A Basement
Did
Full
it?
of Spuds. Yeah.
Could you say the name again, but louder, and say it right into the camera, please?
A Basement Full of Spuds.
And then say, if you go online, you can buy some spuds, and I'll deliver it to you for a good price.
Why would you want me to promote your rival?
Yeah, I think that.
Such a good question.
You okay, Sue? You seem to be breathing quite hectic.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi, it's Terence. Hello,
Terence who?
Terence Cash. Hello.
What?
Terence Cash.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Terence, we're speaking to Sue Port there. Have you got onto our call?
Super. Oh, funny story. You probably wouldn't believe this at all, but Sue Port is actually my sister.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Really funny story.
Go on.
Really funny. She was actually disowned from the family about 30 years ago. I don't know if you remember last time I spoke. I banished her from my shop with a brush pan into the street, in the quarantined street, and she got locked up for a good year and a half. But she escaped, and she's found her way back into my home and hearth, and she's desperate to spoil my spuds.
You're already spoiled, Spuds.
You know what?
She's trying to spoil your rotten potatoes and shit.
She's trying to make them better.
Terence,
Go on.
Sorry, may I ask if have you got a plan for your £40,000 worth of rotten potatoes? Have you come up with a business strategy for it?
Do I not? Have I never struck you as the man with a plan? Have I never shown my business acumen to be top notch and rock steady?
We're sort of stretched for time, mate. If you could just get into your business.
Yes and no.
So obviously,
Answer the question, goddammit.
I am Terence Cash, and I've got a great idea for my spoilt spuds. If you put spoilt spuds on the ground, on like it's like a manure, basically. It's really healthy for other plants.
You can just put this segment on it.
Sprinkle it.
Just this one. Yeah, so I'm just selling my spoilt spuds around the world, basically.
So what you've got is the beginning of an excellent compost heap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
He did say it was a funny story, to be fair.
Yeah, he did.
Terence, could you put your sister back on the phone, please?
Of course. Hello. Hi, it's Sue Port. Hi.
Yeah. Hi, Sue. Could you explain how you escaped from prison, please?
Funny story, this. Really funny story. So, I don't know if you know this about prisons, but they've got bars on the window.
Yeah.
Lovely bars. And what I did was, I got a lot of my knickers and I tied them up into a big, it was like a big pole, but made out of knickers. And I slipped through the bars and I scurried down the knickers.
Did you break the glass on the other side of the bars?
What?
Did you break the glass that was on the other side of the bars?
No, that was already broken. It must have been a previous escape attempt. I guess I was just lucky. Yeah.
One of them.
How many pairs of knickers did this take?
Only 5. I was on the first floor. I could have jumped, to be honest. I don't know why I spent all that time.
So are you going commando at the moment, Sue?
Yes, I have no clothes left. I'm sat here in the nude, in a big pile of rotten tomatoes and potatoes.
You're sat with your brother naked. Amongst rotten vegetables.
And you're both at a loss as to why amongst here somewhere is a failing business.
and you've called up with your only fear being that you're afraid of being homeless.
Fear of the inevitable.
You know, I had my own business that was very similar to my brother's, but with tomatoes. And I think...
What was it called?
A basement full of tomatoes. And they've just gone rotten.
Tomatoes really don't keep, do they?
Not at all. Not at all. Apparently, in the sewers though, they grow quite a lot because of the poo.
Uh,
Do you have a contact in the sewers, do you?
I do, yes. A good friend of mine, Guy, he goes down there and picks them for me. Gives me a few
do you know
tomatoes.
what's great is we actually still have Guy on the line. He stayed on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put him on now if you want. Guy, Guy, you there?
Where's he gone?
Guy, you there?
Hi, hello there, how are you? Hi.
Sorry, I'm not sure this is Guy.
This is Guy.
This seems to be Donald Mack.
This is Guy Jr. My father's out in his car.
Guy, you sound older than your father. How's that?
I'm a very heavy smoker, and I think it's fucked up with my tonsils a bit.
Guy, we have support on the line. Someone that you know very well.
I know support.
Yeah. Thank you. Could you please just have a little conversation with her? Maybe tell her how she can use manure in the sewers to help with her business. Take it away.
Hello, support. Hi, it's support here. Sorry.
Guys,
I've just eaten a load of rotten tomatoes, and it's really fucked with me throat. Oh boy, howdy, my godmother. You know what? You need to get some Vaseline on your tonsils there. I should know because I'm a heavy smoker, and my tonsils.
Guy Junior.
Do you not think your dad's the person to be?
Yeah, please put your dad on the phone and Terence Cash, who's also struggling with his business, and he's there with them with his sister.
He's on the line.
So could you just have a chat with those two, please?
Hi, it's Terence Cash.
Howdy, all. It's Guy Dance here. As you probably noticed, I may have had a slight accident with my memory, and I've forgotten how I sound.
Oh my God, I know how that feels. I've had that happen before.
Anyway, I'm driving whilst on the phone. I should probably not be doing this. Oh no.
I think I know where this is going.
Wait a minute, my brakes don't work.
This Fiat Punto that I bought, this is outrageous.
Because it was a Ford Mondeo.
Yeah. It's a Trevor. Oh, never mind.
This is chaos.
Yeah, it really is. I think we'll probably leave them to it there.
Yeah.
Pick that up another week. Best of luck, guys.
Yeah.
Wah.
We can edit that.
Wow.
There we are.
Just edit everything I've done out today. Just pretend I'm not even here, to be honest with you.
Max, you're back.
Oh, there he is.
I am.
It's the improv king.
Max,
it's been a bit of a go on.
You can just sit back and relax now because we're going to move on to my favourite part of the show.
Yeah.
Dave raves.
Cheers.
Feeling hot. Feeling hot.
Thank you very
Dave,
much.
What's grinding your gears this week?
Grinding my gears on fear. Right, it is. If phobias, names of phobias, why are they so hard to say or spell? Do you know what I mean? So
I think
This is it.
derived from Latin, I think. aren't they?
yeah, well, no need. Change it. Latin's been changing, evolving over time. Why can't we do this?
Who
with
speaks
phobias?
Latin now?
Yeah.
Exactly. Posh twats. So
That's it.
I've found a very big word that is a phobia. And
Okay.
I want you to tell me what phobia this is. I'm going to try and
Okay.
pronounce it as best I can. Bear with. Oh. So, how is everyone? Right, now I found it now. Right, so it is hippopotamonostrociobi
Fear of long words.
Yes, you bastard! Every fucking time. Yeah. Mate, yeah, it is. It actually is. That's right. That's
But the irony there,
Yeah.
It is. That's what I mean. And
I
why?
always think it was fear of hippos.
Dave. If
Yeah.
you were to be the governor of phobias, what would you change that to?
What that fear of words? That's all I'd turn it to.
Okay.
Fear
We
of
actually have the governor of phobias on the line.
and you know arachnophobia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is it fear of spiders? I thought it'd be fear of Iraq, like Iraqophobia. But
It's fear of arachnids. It's like all eight-legged creatures, like kind of mites and ticks and stuff like that, as well as spiders.
so Iraq is an actual word then.
Yeah, and an arachnid is an eight. Then they're different to insects.
Tom, this isn't a factual segment. This is a ranting.
Sorry,
and
Tom
raving
Looney just
segment.
spilled everything.
Yeah, everything.
Just wait till IMAX comes in.
And
Dave raves there.
That's how you do a segment.
mic drop.
Closing line. Yeah. Do we have put it to the max?
Yeah. Can I put it to the max?
Let's just keep helping people.
Yep.
That's what we're here for.
Are you ready,
What we
Max?
do.
Yep.
Hello, all. I'm a big fan of the podcast.
Great, thank you.
Nice one.
It is the highlight of my week. Keep it up. I'm
Oh,
especially a fan of Max. My name is also Max. And there are very few people in the public eye who are called Max who I can inspire to. But he's saying Max a lot. But Max is an exception. Truly inspirational. I'd like to ask Max how he's got to where he is today.
Max.
And who his inspirations are. And how we can all try to be like him. Also, Max, please make your own channel. Thank you. So, yeah, Max, how have you got to where you are today? And have you got any advice for people who would be aspire to be just like you?
This is Max's TED Talk.
Oh God, that's depressing. Hopefully today's podcast has shown you that that's the complete wrong thing to want to be. I'd say just storm your own path, be your own person. How did I get here? By being friends with Stephen, I guess. I don't know. Just live your own life, be yourself.
It's great, Max, that you've got people looking up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Does
lot
that
of
make you
pressure,
happy?
though, isn't it? It's a lot of pressure.
Only if you let
Was
it
it-
get to you.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it could progress into a fear that you have?
Yes. Yeah. A fear of
Fear
failure.
of being looked up
Fear
to.
of failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
What's
have a
that
fear
called?
of failure, Max?
Giddy-
No. As I think today proved. I'm having a great time. Thank you, though. Thank you, Max, for that one.
Good stuff.
They asked who inspired you, Max.
Oh. Good question. My father.
Very nice. Very nice too.
Why? Okay. Okay. Hi, I'm Robin from Wigan. From watching your videos.
Oh yeah,
Big
say
up,
where
Robin.
you're from. I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from watching your videos, I've realised I would like to do something with comedy in my life. Although I have an
lad.
issue, I'm more of a witty funny. I can't really write things down and make them funny. It just doesn't seem to work. Any advice? Max?
Really good question. I'll tell you what, Stephen would probably be better at this one than I am.
Hi, Robin. I enjoy being witty. It's great fun.
Yeah.
If you can do that, then you can write it down. What I'd find best for you is if you're witty in conversations, then writing a conversation will be easy. So if that's what you're trying to do, write a sketch or whatever. Give multiple characters, work those out first. Then you'll just be able to write a conversation. Just write a normal conversation at first, and then you'll find, little jokes to make throughout it.
And obviously, if you do struggle, there's plenty. Being a comedy actor, there's lots of scope there. If you're funny in terms of your delivery and stuff like that, then working on a script that's already been provided, putting your own stamp on that. There's lots of ways you can go.
When I got the strap on this week, that was a funny delivery. We have fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the Fear podcast.
Really sorry.
I hope you enjoyed it. I've been joined by Tom Cooney.
Yep.
David Reese.
Oh, try scaring.
That's going to get a few people, I'm sure.
No one's watching at this point. Max Smith.
Boo. Yeah, cheers, guys.
Well done, Max.
And myself.
Cheers, Dave.
Stay safe, guys.
Well done.
And ciao.
Bye.
See you in a bit.